Hey, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, bringing you some more StarCraft 2 action from the Chobo Team League. We are actually going to be casting the ace matchup here. It's a best-of-3 series between, starting in the top left corner, the pink Zerg player, PSosa for Team All Inspiration.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our CTsix EU player playing as the orange Terran, NorthQuab.
So a ZVT here to wrap things up in week 2. So far, Allin is actually losing 3-2 right now to CTsix EU. So this is going to be a very important game. We're hoping PSosa can bring in the win and at least tie up the series in terms of games played. But there's definitely some games that weren't able to be played, and in the results update video, I'll go over that and we'll see who actually wins.
But as it stands right now, our last match we had, our savior gdoggcasey was able to bring our All Inspiration team within a win. So if PSosa is to win this game, it would be a tie, and the remaining games will be, like Casey said, be updated in the next video.
Yeah. Yep. So right now, basically no gas for the. Oh, hold on. Sorry. A little confused there. Nothing really going on too much yet, although we will see that pool going down for PSosa on 15 before the hatchery.
Yeah, and we have the Overlord slowly but surely making his way across the map in the correct direction to... or wait, is this just a 2-player map?
I think so. No, it is a 4-player map. Okay,
so he is luckily heading in the correct direction, and we do have the SCV heading out. Let's see if he's heading in the right direction. He's going to high-five that Overlord, and it looks like they're both going to head in the correct direction and get some early scouting information. And there goes the dropping of the second base for PSosa.
Yeah, and he's actually using it for the early wall-in, so that's pretty smart there. It's an aggressive, or sorry, like economically aggressive move, but also fairly defensive, using it as a wall. So I think this map might be forced cross-spawn, which is why they know exactly where to go. But to be honest, I'm not really sure, so we'll just assume that.
Now, once this Overlord makes his way over, or the second Overlord actually, because it looks like the first Overlord is making a beeline straight into the main, right towards the gas line. The second one will probably be the first one to see that the wall-off is consisting of a command center and a barrack, so he'll know that he did put some minerals into it. Now, we have our probe being chased away by 2 lings, and he is running for his life.
Yeah, he's probably not going to get away, sadly. Now, something interesting about this map here is the way the third base is, the place that it's located here. Initially, for a Zerg to take a fast third, which is something you want to do when you see the fast second by the Terran, it's a little bit out of the way because you got to go around this corner and down the ramp and then back up. But once you can take care of these rocks, it then becomes very easy to defend third base. But before you do that, it's pretty tough. It's out of the way.
Now that those 2 Zerglings were able to take out the SCV that was constructing the bunker in the natural. So yeah,
that was actually
they've already paid for themselves. Yeah.
I didn't actually catch that on camera, but I can see it on the overlay here. So yeah, definitely very well done by those lanes. But the bunker does finish with 2 Marines in there, and that's all it's really going to take.
Now, what do we got going on in the production tab? We have a factory that just finished up, and...
No, the factory was just cancelled, actually, and then we started.
That's odd.
Yeah, a little odd. It's not really going to affect them too much, but yeah, I guess a little stranger. We have the reactor going down for NorthQuab, so that's telling me we're going to see a switch between the racks and the factory, and we'll get some Hellions out here.
Yeah, and we see the third going down for PSosa, and those hero lings and the queen are just hammering away slowly but surely on those rocks. So in about 10 minutes, come back, and I think it'll be done.
Yeah, maybe. We'll keep an eye on that. But mostly just drones here. 8 drones at a time for PSosa, so droning up nice and heavily here. Gonna get that income started. And no real reason to not, because we have another command center going down for NorthQuab.
Now, I see with PSosa, he has both gas completely filled in his natural, but he has nothing in his main. So I don't know what that means, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of a head game, or he's actually expecting a scan to go down in his main. so the gases will be relatively hidden here in the natural. Or if he scouts the natural and sees the 2 there, you could think that he's going for 4 gases. Just kind of little mind games there.
Well, now with the help of the other queen, those rocks are going down a little bit faster. Although the one queen is also working on the creep spread at the same time. So PSosa's ability to do more than one thing is really showing, as the 2 Evo chambers just finish up and the Baneling nest is on the way.
Yep. Lair on the way as well, so we're going to be seeing probably a Ling, Baneling, Mutalisk transition here for PSosa. And those queens doing a good job forcing those 2 Hellions back. And we actually see, if we look back at NorthQuab space, we got Cloak Banshees coming up to follow up these Hellions. So that's pretty good. And 2 gases started in the natural as well. So we're going for gas-heavy units here for NorthQuab. He could be going mech. We'll have to take a look.
Now, I don't really understand this placement of the... I understand that he needs to wall off his natural, but the placement of the bunker is so far away that if he were to bust through, it's barely any protection with the placement of that bunker.
Yeah, I think that bunker was more for the early defense against any Lings that would be trying to harass that mineral line. But now it's not too useful in defending that wall off. We got quite a few Hellions here. We're going to have 8 of them. And the Banshee coming in as well.
And cloaking is just about finished up.
Yeah, and actually, PSosa didn't scout that Banshee, I don't think. So he didn't have any scores here to defend against that, but it looks like the Banshee's mostly there just to help out the Hellions. And he's going to take out that queen unless there's a transfuse. Nope, 1 queen goes down. Overseer is out now, so that's going to force that Banshee away. Even more Hellions here, though. Look at all this.
Yeah, and the clearing of
swing
creeps
around
had
here.
a really good job. Yeah. Now, has the Terran player scouted the 3rd yet? Does he even know it's there? I know he notices the creep spread, but here he goes.
Going in right now. Yeah. If he didn't before, he does know now. And look at this in the main base of.
And the Lings are just gonna get eaten alive. Very good microwing away so he doesn't get surrounded. But that cloaking was just a little bit late in that Overseer.
Banelings trying to make something happen here. They do have speed now, so good upgrades for PSosa here. Getting that Baneling speed is really going to help out. But those Banshees now going to work on the Banelings. And back at home for NorthQuab, we see 2 armories going down and a bunch of factories. So this is definitely a mech style coming out of NorthQuab. So that's cool. We haven't seen this yet.
Now I'm waiting to see the noticing that the 3rd has been there. I'm waiting to see when our Terran player is actually going to try and take his 3rd. And it's right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, but the Lings are streaming across the map. They're actually going to see this maybe. Or not.
And they get in. 2 of them get trapped, but these Lings have broken through and just doing a very good surround. All of the Hellions are going to be taken out, but those Banshees are going to be able to hammer away on them.
Yeah,
so I don't know how much more damage.
And there we go. He gets into the main, and he sees the 2 armories, he sees the factories, and he's going to kill a couple SCVs here. 2 going down, and that's better than nothing there.
Good job by those Lings doing their job.
We got a lot of Lings streaming in. Now, does PSosa know about the 3rd yet? Yes, he does. Oh, he's got creep going down on the 3rd, so he knows about it.
Now, Baneling's being morphed by the gold base right now. We have about 6 of them, 7 of them right now, and they are all being
rallied to the 3rd. And the attack on the 3rd is coming here. These Lings are putting on some pressure on this supply depot wall. They're eventually just going to skip past it, take out some
and just
mules.
take out all these mules. Taking out the mules is huge for this Zerg player at the moment. Yeah. Now these Thors are going to get surrounded, and is he going to take? Yeah, he takes one of them out.
Yep.
And oh wow, wow.
2 Thors, lots of
very good job.
Yeah, and again though, these Banshees are eventually going to be able to clean this up, but very expensive units going down there for NorthQuab, and 10 more SCVs got killed. So if we look at the workers lost, 14 SCV kills for PSosa. So he's doing a great job. He's got to get something to deal with these Banshees here. And he's going for Roaches, which... he's going for those Hydra upgrades as well. So it looks like he's doing a switch into Roach Hydra. but he's still upgrading Zerg melee attacks, so they're basically unupgraded missile units here.
And as it stands, the 4th base for PSosa just completed up, and he's rallying roaches to protect it with the Overseer, and it's pretty well droned up almost already. There's already 13 workers.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with the economy. Let's take a look at that. Actually, it's definitely in the Zerg's favor right now. So good job here by PSosa to kind of stabilize and get a nice macro game going against this mech approach from NorthQuab. Hellbats, though, in the composition, we got siege tanks, we got Thors and Banshees. We really want to see some attack upgrades on those missile units if that's what he wants to go with, because he's going to need to be able to take those units down quickly before they do a lot of damage to him.
And I believe Blue Flame is being researched at the same time.
Oh yeah, it is. That's pretty much my favorite upgrade in all of StarCraft 2. So Blue Flame is going to be helping out those Hellbats quite a bit, and those Hellions. A 5th base going down for Zerg here at the gold. Nice decision, and I like the creep spread here in between the 2 ramps, which is going to give him a bit of extra vision, because he can be attacked on that mineral line from right there.
Now this, now just looking at the vision for NorthQuab, he sees that the 4th is down. He does not see the 5th down yet.
Oh, Banshee's at the 4th, close. They've taken out 7 drones, sorry, and hammer on those roaches a bit. He's actually managed to pull back that entire force that PSosa had about to attack the 3rd for Terran.
Now I'm curious as to where... Oh, here comes some Overseers.
Yeah, Overseer's on the way. There's not a lot of Hydras here.
No, there's only about 6 or 7.
Look at this, they're just leaving. Oh, he's going to see the 6th base going down here for PSosa. He might be able to get these guys out of danger. But oh, look, in the meantime, Hellion streaming across the top of the map, going to be definitely spotting that gold base. Hellbatting up, and with the Blue Flame, they're just going to melt that base in the gold. So very good sort of diversion tactics from NorthQuab with the Banshees to focus all of PSosa's army on them, and in the meantime, he loses his gold base now. But with the expansions going all across the map, it's not really going to hurt him too much. And those Hellions will get away.
And the 4th is on the way, just about to drop now for NorthQuab. Now he's probably going to rally most of his troops and his siege tanks to siege up right there and protect that 4th. As the roaches and Hydras are getting in, and those sieged up tanks are just going to go to work.
Oh yeah. It's a good battle here so far, but with those siege tanks in the back, it's a little bit too much for PSosa. He's a little too roach heavy. Those siege tanks, I think they do bonus damage to roaches.
So if we look at the supply tab right now, it's wow, it jumped all the way up to 193 right away for for PSosa.
Yeah, 26 mutalisks on the way. That's a huge muta switch. I didn't even notice the spire going down, but 26 mutas is a crap ton, which is very good against. Look at all these siege tanks that NorthQuab has. He has so many. 17 siege tanks on my screen right now.
Now what is... I'm trying to think for a second. What is NorthQuab going to do against these mutalisks with that amount? Like, he's got just a couple Thors, but I don't think he really has any air defense.
Yeah, those Thors are very good against mutas, but he doesn't have enough right now. Mutas going down to the bottom of the screen here. It looks like they're going to try to get into the main. And there's no missile turrets here. Actually, no missile turrets anywhere. So these mutas could do some work here. But we have the mech army moving across the map here for NorthQuab. I've got a couple things going on at once here. Muta's going to go into the main and just try to do some damage to the production. But with NorthQuab's mech army here, look at this. He doesn't even have to siege up those tanks. He just has to aid move in there. And actually, the mutas were able to kill off 8 SCVs, which is good work, but they realize they need to be told to help defend against this.
Yeah, these siege tanks are going to do a number on... It's a good thing the amount of bases that he has. Hopefully he pulls these...
Oh, melted back. Muta's finally joining the battle here. They're going to take out these 2 Thors.
And these...
Oh, look at
these siege tanks are doing their job, but they're going to get melted by these mutas if they don't get out of there.
There's a lot of them, though, man. A lot of siege tanks here. They might not get killed fast enough. 9 more drones going down, and we're up to 18 drone kills in NorthQuab and counting. That hive is dead. The hive goes down. That's devastating. It doesn't even matter if he loses all these tanks now. he kills the hive, and the tech tree has been virtually reset here for PSosa. So luckily, he has a number of mutalisks still alive after cleaning up that attack, and he's going to see if he can do some damage to this 4th base before these missile turrets finish.
Yeah, these meters are moving in, and if you look at the production tab, it's 158 to the supply tab, it's 158 to 137. NorthQuab really needs to replenish this and fast. Now you see 4 Thors are moving in.
Yeah, and those Thors are gonna. That's enough Thors, I think, to take out those mutas. SCV's dropping, though, 15, 16, 17, and he's not gonna be able to kill that planetary. He did kill 18 SCVs, and he's taken a commanding lead in the workers killed side of things. And his income is definitely gonna probably be able to show for that. But these mules, man. Mules are very good. I believe we probably have some mules going to work here. Yeah, we do.
Now, just looking at the units tab really quickly, we have only 3 Hydralisks with 9 Mutalisks and 3 Queens. So the units alone, just for PSosa, he doesn't really have an army, whereas 9 Thors, 9 Thors and 7 Widow Mines also be in there for our Terran player.
Yeah, and those swords are fully upgraded. They are going to be so hard to deal with. We do have Swarm Host coming out for PSosa, and that is a good decision against Mech, but I think it's a little bit too late here. These Thors are going to do so much damage with these Widow Mines.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to bait out the army, because these Widow Mines are just going to go to work.
Oh yeah, this is going to melt any Mutalisk army that PSosa has within seconds. And he's getting right on top of those Swarm Hosts already. Oh, this is too much.
Yeah, more Widow Mines and another Thor coming in. More Thors coming in.
Yeah, this is just too many Thors. And in production back home, we got more siege tanks, more Thors, more Hellions.
And there's the GG.
GG. Very good game by both players, though. It was pretty back and forth, and PSosa definitely fought valiantly in that battle. Just too many fully upgraded Thors here is what did it. Go ahead.
It honestly looked like either player during the entire length of the match that either player could have come out with a victory, but it just seemed like those Thors were just a little bit too much to handle for after he switched to Mutalisks. Yeah,
just a bit too much. And if he had those Swarm Hosts out a little bit earlier, that would have been very good against this type of army. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So NorthQuab is going to take a 1-0 lead in this best of 3, and we're going to have to bring it game 2 right after this so that you can see what happens.
Thanks for watching, everyone.